Hartford is absent without notice.
With notice.
With notice. Could you please call the roll?
Yes. Trustee Minks.
Present.
Trustee Sheba. Here. Trustee Thill.
Here.
Trustee Travis.
Here.
Trustee Whitko.
Here.
And Trustee Khan is absent with notice.
Thank you very much. I need approval of our regular meeting minutes from March 14th, 2023.
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of March 14th, 2023.
Second.
Motion made by Trustee Minks, seconded by Trustee Whitko. Any discussion, questions, clarification, corrections? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Special reports, there are none. Public hearings, there are none. Plan Commission reports. PC 23-02. This is a request by Medina Gardens LLC for approval of a time extension for a planned unit development, which will be presented by Zoe Hydorn.
Good evening, Mayor and Trustees. Thank you for your time. I'm providing a brief update to Plan Commission Case PC 2302, which has been introduced under Ordinance 2306 and is a request for an extension to a planned unit development special use permit issued to Medina Gardens LLC. Since the first reading of the ordinance on March 14th, the applicant has made the following progress. On March 15th, the applicant submitted an engineer's estimate of cost, which was verified to be reasonable by the village engineer. On March 27th, yesterday, the applicant submitted copies of IEPA and MWRD permit applications as requested, and today the applicant's attorney confirmed that a new general contractor has been selected to carry the project forward. Staff has not yet received a detailed financing plan or draft performance guarantee, which must be submitted by April 4th if Ordinance 2306 is approved as presented. The applicant has agreed to the project schedule included in the ordinance, but has provided no additional detail. There are no outstanding citations associated with the property. The applicant's attorney is present if there are any direct questions for the developer team. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from the board?
Yes, I have a couple
Trustee
questions.
Thill.
If I understand correctly, our village, with the developer, went on the land and marked trees that were supposed to be saved. I walked through the property, and I see 3 trees still standing. 2 trees in the back that I believe are oaks that are on, not oaks, but elms that are on their way out. And there's a tree up on the west side, up front, that is an ash, not an ash tree, but I can't remember the species right now, and that looks like it's going to be come down anyway because it's half dead. Now I'm curious as to why that property was clear cut when we as a village had marked trees to be saved. Do you have an answer, or does the attorney have an answer?
I will say that staff has not verified whether the trees removed from the property were approved for removal. There was an approved removal plan. There are, there is recourse that was included in the approving ordinance that would require the developer to, essentially reimburse the site with trees on an inch-per-inch basis for erroneous tree removals, but we have yet to verify those erroneous removals.
Well, that's good and well, but when you cut down a tree that's 50, 60, 70 years old, and you plant a tree that's 2 and 3 years old, it doesn't equate. You know how I feel about trees. And I'm not directing it to you. I'm directing it to the contractor. And then, I have other questions, but if the lawyer would like to speak to that issue.
Sure.
Hi, good evening. My name is Paul Kolpak. I represent the Medina Gardens. My understanding, I wasn't involved at the very beginning, my understanding in the prior testimony was, yes, there were some trees that were taken down that were not earmarked to be taken down. Some of those trees they felt were older and in the way of the development. Clearly, there were trees that were taken down that shouldn't have been. There's no question. What we did agree to was not to put saplings in, but to put relatively mature trees in as part of the development to make up for that. And I agree with you, trees are important.
Well, one of my concerns is, and it's not to you, is to the developer, is normally when we give people reasons to develop a piece of property and they need changes in the law, we give them a year This has been 2.5 years that this has been dragged out. Is there any reason as to why it was dragged out for 2.5 years?
Sure. For a couple of reasons. Actually, it's been almost 5 years since it started. I wasn't part of.
That even makes it worse.
Well, but understand, I wasn't part of the first couple of years, neither was the staff here. But my understanding was that they went through, did a lot of work, and then were denied for the original plan development. That was about a 2-year project. As far as what happened here, and that's why we've reorganized since I've been involved. As part of the problem with the trees issue, we have a new contractor because of the problems that we had. We were not getting things done in time. And we made a concerted effort. We had a meeting in my office, and we went over the issues that you mentioned and said, we're coming in here and asking for a favor. We've spent a lot of money, we've spent a lot of time, the village has spent a lot of time, the neighbors have been inconvenienced with a project that has not gone forward. And what are we going to do about it? And that's when I think we've reorganized. We've got a new contractor. I think that our history prior to the reorganization was we were not getting things in time. We've now changed that. What we're asking for is 6 months. If we can't meet our timeline in that 6 months, which was recommended, then I agree. Then you shouldn't give us any further extensions. But for the time that we've spent and the money that we've spent and the fact that we've now changed internally how we operate and with a new contractor, I'm hoping you'll give us that time within the guidelines specified by your board.
Well, I have to tell you, this is the third time developers have come into Morton Grove and have promised to protect the trees, and this is the third time that they've come in, they've cut them down and said, mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa. You know, I don't like being told something and something else is done. Fool me once, it's on me. Fool me twice, it's on you. So, and then again, you know, now you're cherry picking. You're going to build the 4 units, townhouses, and you're going to, as they sell the property, develop the back end, 5 homes. Now, we got residents here that live there, and they're going to, you can't say when those 5 homes will be developed. So they may be living in a development for the next 5 years because.
I hope not. I agree with you. I understand what you're saying. I think at this point, we will do the development of the improvements. We will sell the lots for somebody who's going to individually build the home.
Are you going to sell them with the condition that they have to have a house built within a year? Would you put that in the conditions?
Sure.
Okay.
Usually, again, if somebody's buying a lot, it's not for an investment. It's for a development. I mean, you and I don't know each other, but I've been doing it for 40 years, and it's not the type of investment lot where you sit on it, buy it, walk away, and come back 10 years later and see what it's worth. So, yes, we're going to have a homeowners association, and we can put that in that document. Okay, that construction has to be started. We can do all of that.
And then another problem I have is that the village had to put so many, not restrictions, but timelines on this development, which to me indicates that whoever this developer is hasn't got exactly the greatest reputation in the village.
And that's why we changed our contractor, because I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you that what was happening was what we were telling you was not correct on a timeline. And so when we had this meeting in my office, I said you might be friends with this gentleman, but in my opinion, you need to start fresh. And that's why we have a new general contractor. And to that point.
And then another problem I have is in the contract that you had signed with the village, it says, if we can't get the products,
Supply chain.
Supply chain.
supply chain, how will we know if the developer comes to us and says, we have a supply chain problem? How can that be verified?
Oh, that pretty much can be, you can actually check that depending on what we need. If it's a window company, let's say we can't get windows, for an example. I've got developments now that they can't get the generators for their businesses. You just can't get them. We can go to Menards to find out if we can get windows, what's the supply of windows. I believe that's verifiable.
Okay. All my comments.
Thank you, Trustee Dill. Any others? Thank you, Mr. Kopak.
Yes,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Go
I
ahead.
have
Trustee
one.
Minks?
This is the schedule you're talking about that they have to follow?
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay,
Presented, if approved as presented.
thank you.
Thank you. No more board questions, but we do have a couple residents' comments on this topic, so I'd like to call those residents up. Susan Gunther?
Mr. President, the board, I appreciate your time. I believe you've all been made aware of the March 2nd letter that I wrote to Janine Whitco, stating our concerns about this property. I won't waste your time by reiterating what I said in the letter. I think you're all well aware of the way we all feel about it. A couple of my neighbors are here, and we feel the same way. The only thing I will reiterate and pray that you take into consideration is please understand that our concern is not about the development per se. We would welcome new neighbors in the hope that they will care for their property as much as we care about ours. Our concern is that these homes will not be constructed as planned and that an unsightly and dangerous situation will be allowed to exist. Hiring a new contractor after 5 years of tolerating all the delays from the original contractor does not inspire me with hope that this developer is a good judge of character regarding developers. How do we know this developer is any better? How do we know this is going to go forward? We have no evidence this is going to go forward. As citizens, taxpayers, and extremely concerned citizens, we respectfully request that the Board of Trustees not approve the request for time extension for this planned unit development, and that work by this developer not be allowed to proceed. We respectfully suggest that the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. The past behavior of this development has not been honorable. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Susan. Jonathan Bean?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, and to the board, thanks. Well, Susan has expressed a lot of my concerns, and of course in the letter that she wrote as well. And Trustee Phil expressed a lot of my sentiments.
Would you pull the microphone down?
Sure. Trustee Phil has expressed a lot of my thoughts and concerns as well, so I'm not going to duplicate what has been said already. But as Susan said, the best predictor of past behavior or future behavior is past behavior. And I have no reason to believe that after 5 years that there's any reason to hope that the actions of this contractor will be any better, more honorable, or time sensitive than has been the case in the past. So that's really all I have to say. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jonathan. There's no other residents' comments on the agenda items. Go ahead.
I understand the concern of the constituents and the neighbors. And if I were coming back here with the same team, I would absolutely agree with you. That what we did in the past, why would we change? But the reason we changed the team is because it wasn't working. And my clients have spent a lot of money doing this. There have been constraints that were put on them. We're asking for 6 months. I'm asking you to consider that fact that we've changed the team, that we've shown good faith, meaning that in the last month we've done what we were supposed to do. Give us a chance. That's what we're asking for, a chance, and we've changed our team. And that was really important to me to be here tonight. If we didn't have that, I wouldn't be here tonight.
Thank you. Did you want to speak? Come on down, just fill out a form, and you can hand it to Terry later. You can do it later, and just state your name for the record.
My name is Peter Schutz. There's one thing that I kind of looked up. He's talking about the integrity of, their integrity. I looked up, they haven't even finished paying last year's property taxes. Now, is that a concern at all?
Certainly it is.
Can I give this to you?
Sure. Thank you.
I feel that, that alone kind of speaks for who they are. That's basically all I have to say.
Thank you. Just fill out a form for the record, okay? Thank you very much. Any other comments by the board? Thank you. Moving along, under the President's report, just a few things. One, April, speaking of trees, is Earth Month. Our Earth Month edition newsletter is out. You should be getting it today or tomorrow. It contains a variety of sustainable programs and information. Always try to review that newsletter. A lot of work goes into it and participate to match your needs and lifestyle. I would like to invite all our residents to help protect and preserve our planet by participating in the following Village of Morton Grove Earth Month programs. One, last year, Morton Grove placed 4th in the nation in the Mayor's Water Conservation Challenge, so thank you for making me look good. Hopefully this year you can make me look great and we can become number 1. So again, it's in the newsletter. I hope that we can improve our ranking from last year. Final 4 is good. Champions are better. 2023 Crayon and Marker Recycling Program. Collection points will be here at the Village Hall and also at the library. This runs from April 1st to June 30th. Right up Trustee Thill's alley, as he always mentions, a 50-50 tree planting program. You can apply to participate by April 15th by visiting the Village website. We are having our first community cleanup event, May 20th, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The meeting point will be the Morton Grove Civic Center for check-in, pick-up supplies, and a map of pre-selected cleanup sites. I have no other business to report tonight. Clerk's report.
I have one item. Just want to remind everybody that early voting is underway for the 2023 consolidated elections. The Village of Morton Grove is proud to support an early voting location at the Morton Grove American Legion Memorial Civic Center, located at 6140 Dempster Street. Early voting began on Monday, March 20th, and will run through Monday, April 3rd. It is 7 days a week. Hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Election day is Tuesday, April 4th. Please go out and vote.
Thank
That's
you.
the end of my report.
Thank you. Staff reports, Village Administrator.
No report this evening,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Corporation Counsel. Thanks. Reports by Trustee. Trustee Cons, absent. Trustee Binks.
No report.
Thank you. Trustee Sheba. What? Go ahead. Just read it right off of there.
Okay. I have additional dates and events to remember. Arbor Day celebration, April 28th at 11 a.m. at Parkview School, 6200 Lake Street. Electronic recycling and document destructive event on Saturday, May 13th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Public Works, 7840 Nagel Avenue. Morton Grove 2023 Tree Walk, Saturday, June 10th, 10 a.m., starting here at Village Hall. Community Garage Sale, Friday, June 9th through Sunday, June 11th. Check the Village website for details and register to a closer to that date. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Trustee Sheba. Trustee Thill.
Your Honor, I have one resolution, Resolution 2317. It's authorizing a contract with DCGR Roofing Solutions Incorporated for the North Pumping Station Roof Project. The bid is $174,055. Sometimes there's on-scene work that has to be performed, and the cutoff time on that is $195,000. I move that we accept Resolution 2317.
Second.
Motion made by Trustee Thill, seconded by Trustee Travis. Any discussion, questions, clarification? Hearing none. Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Resolution 2317 passes, Your Honor.
End of my report.
Thank you, Trustee Thill. Trustee Travis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tonight I have Resolution 23-18, authorization for the purchase of 3 Dodge 2023 Charger Police all-wheel drive vehicles through National Auto Fleet Group. Every 3 years, high-mileage police department squad vehicles are replaced to ensure that key equipment utilized by our officers does not fail during their duties as public safety first responders. These vehicles are used 24 hours a day and must always be in excellent condition. The police department's current patrol vehicle fleet is a mix of Ford SUV and Dodge sedans. Due to supply chain issues, replacement sedans have not been available for purchase for several years. The village participates in the Sourcewell Purchasing Cooperative, a government organization that competitively solicits bids for products and services. Sourcewell's nationwide purchasing program includes contracts for police department vehicles at substantial cost savings. Sourcewell awarded contract to the National Auto Fleet Group for 2023 Dodge Charger Police all-wheel drive vehicles for a cost of $41,336.24 each. This vehicle is a suitable replacement for older high-mileage squad cars in the police department fleet. The department has an immediate need for 3 of these vehicles. I move that we accept Resolution 2318 as presented.
I second.
Motion made by trustee Travis, seconded by trustee Minks. Any discussion, questions, clarifications?
I have a question.
Trustee Thill.
Is that the price of the cars without all the installation, or is the installation of the equipment extra? Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Wicko?
Aye.
Resolution 2318 passes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
End of my report.
Thank you, trustee Travis. Trustee Whitko.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tonight I have the second reading of Ordinance 23-05, approving a special use permit for a medical and dental office for the property commonly known as 5833 through 35 Dempster Street in Morton Grove. And this will approve the special use permit authorizing the operation of a medical and dental office clinic and a parking variation of 5 off-street parking spaces at 5833 to 35 Dempster Street. And I just want to add that one of the conditions is that the applicant shall take all necessary and within reason to ensure that no more than 2 medical or dental professionals, 8 support staff members, and 4 patients are on the subject property at any time. And with that condition, I move to approve Ordinance 23-05.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Whitko, seconded by trustee Thill. Is there any discussion, questions, clarifications? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Wicko?
Aye.
Ordinance 2305 passes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. By the way, we do have Faust as the property owner. As you guys know, Faust of Italy has been a long-time Morton Grove business. Faust, we appreciate you. We know times change, and you're finally, settling back a little bit, which is amazing because I never thought I'd see you do it. But I'm proud of you, and I think we should give him a round of applause for being in town. You're a fixture, Faust. Not just because you're... Yep. We know. And we appreciate you rolling with the times and sticking with us. So, again, a round of applause for you. Thank you, Faust.
Okay, and now I have Ordinance 23-06, approving a special use permit amendment to provide a time extension to commence and proceed with construction of a planned unit development for the property commonly known as 6037 Lincoln Avenue in Morton Grove, Illinois. An update to this ordinance was given earlier this evening by Zoe Hydorn, And I move that we approve the ordinance, even though I am not supporting it, but I do think the residents have a right to hear how we vote and why we vote, and so I move to approve ordinance 23-06.
Motion made by trustee Whitko, seconded by trustee Minks. Any discussion, question, clarification?
Yes, Your Honor, if I might.
Trustee Whitko?
I'm the liaison to the Plan Commission, so I was at the meeting and I heard details of this project. And based on the history, the timeline, the fact that they've put the property up for auction, the fact that documents were just submitted just last night in preparation for this third public hearing on this, I feel that bringing in a new contractor in this last month is kind of a Hail Mary pass after years of insufficient movement. And I do also agree that the greatest predictor of future performance is past performance. We've been more than open to this project and more than patient, and I have little faith that it will move forward in an appropriate manner.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Minks,
No.
Trustee Thill,
No.
Trustee Travis,
No.
Trustee Whitko,
No.
and Trustee Sheba. Ordinance 2306 does not pass, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Under other business tonight, I do want to acknowledge, as much as I rip on all of our Illinois politicians in the state of Illinois, which you all know I do that quite frequently, I am proud to acknowledge a letter that I received from Senator Ron Villavalum. He's excited to inform us that he was able to secure $2.1 million capital project grant for the Village of Morton Grove for the Lehigh water main project. So nice job, Senator Villavalum. We appreciate it, and we know you'll follow through with it. So I think I can criticize when I criticize, but when credit's due, I'd like to give credit where it's due. So the rare chance here, Illinois stepped up to the plate. That's the only thing I have. On the presentations of warrants,
Yes, I will present tonight's warrants on behalf of trustee Khan. Tonight's warrants total $490,111.60. I move that we accept tonight's warrants as presented.
Second.
motion made by trustee Travis, seconded by trustee Thill. Any discussion, question, clarifications? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Minks,
Aye.
Trustee Sheba, Trustee Thill,
Aye.
Trustee Travis,
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Warrants have been accepted.
Thank you very much. Residents' comments, this is on non-agenda items. Rudolph Vilk. I'm going to remind you again, Mr. Vilk, if there is no new business, I will not allow you the full 4 minutes. So try to bring us some new business tonight, or we will be ending the meeting. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You possible use your voice now to Teresa Hoffman-Listvan, to Ralph Brzezinski, because this person, it's nothing personal. This person not give me answer more than 1 month. And I surprised what's going on. But now I'm not surprised because you personal cover him. Cover to Teresa, cover to Ralph. I explain to why. Because Ralph make it like law to all employee who work in village not give me any kind of information, even not give me answer for my questions that belong to their or to his or her job. It's, for example, I go in yesterday to Hannah. I want to ask some questions. Hannah not coming out. Clerk told me, Hannah not coming to you. You need first going to Ralph and take it from him promotion to give questions to Hannah. I go into Ralph in meeting. Secretary, she's present here, told me, Ralph busy whole day to meeting. He not have chance to meet you. I say, okay. I pick up phone, leave message to Ralph, leave message to Hannah, leave message to Mayor. Also, I many times give message to Mayor. He not give me answer. He don't care. Who are you? Residents? Oh, come on. People elect you I mean member of trustee, when you take care about people who live in Morton Grove, improve their life, not make worse, worse, and worse. I give you full information. I told you many times, feel free, give me any kind questions included. For example, Mr. Wilk, you liar. This one, not true. This one, you're right. Sorry, something like this. Nothing. Teresa Hoffman Listman and Ralph have blind in the windows. I'm not understand how many years it needs talking, but it's not private room. This is office. In office, it's not supposed to be blind. Just but it's not have to shine. But still the same. It means these people included mayor, not take care about this problem. Everything fine. There are people show to everybody. We not make it by law. We above about law. And I show many samples to you. My point is, how many time we need to, I need to wait for answer. Please, Mayor, do me a favor, check by yourself this problem. And also about member of trustee, start working, not start make it like this, yes. I give full information to you. Something wrong, give me information, no problem. I appreciate you, what you tell me something, what I make it wrong, but
15 seconds, Rudy.
what do not make it nothing, it means you not supposed to be working here. You're supposed to be give chance another people who take care about residents, not like you make it. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. I do want to remind the public that my door is always open. I have answered Mr. Vilk's questions more than once. He keeps asking the same question. So anytime somebody wants to chat with me, I'm happy to do it. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion is made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Thill. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned at 7:32.